We now return to Kaiserpunk. Okay, so we're in a pickle here. Next thing I need to be building for these guys is the clothing thingy. It's going to require a lot of plywood, and plywood we continue to be under producing on. So what I'm going to do, rather than build a whole new forester, I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to add an upgrade to increase production by 20%. Now that should give me an extra 3 that I can then use to turn you back onto plywood, utilizing only 2. So now we should get a +1 wood, so at least we'll start stockpiling more wood and have that much more production for that, an extra 10 being produced. So hopefully that'll kick that up a little bit further and a little bit faster. Also, you notice here we are starting to accrue fire risk. So that is in the service building, and that is going to be 60 goddamn plywood. So yeah, plywood's kind of... Actually, realistically, I should be building a whole new plywood cycle, but we're kind of limited in what I can do right now. I will start using these 25 people, though. Okay, that's almost all that. Want them to start salvaging as much as possible around here. Pick that up in speed. One thing that really bothers me about the look of this game is that it is in perpetual muddy evening. There is a day-night cycle, but it goes from nighttime to immediately evening, because if you look at this, according to this map, this is north. The way of the shadows means that the sun is in the west. So, like, it's just this... It's just the worst time of day. Can't see anything. I get that they went for the aesthetic of, like, you know, it's not supposed to be a happy time in history, but... God damn. Everything's just so muddy and just indistinct. Okay, we have a considerable amount of plywood now. So, let's get this started here. I mean, realistically, do all of these buildings? Yeah, it looks like all of the buildings actually have some fire. Okay, so that should probably be the first thing we get down then. Now, sadly, it doesn't fit anywhere. So its coverage, now that's interesting. Does the water tower provide? That's not a water tower at all. That's the electricity grid. Why is the electricity grid showing up with fire coverage? That's wonky. You know what? We're gonna... And that doesn't cover anything, actually. It covers the most. Do these have... Yeah, they do too. Shit. It's coming directly from there. Well, we could move this. Now might be the time to start moving things again. Alright. Not gonna like this at all. Okay, how are we doing here? None of those. Of course not. And this is within range of the electricity, though. So why don't we move you over here? You're not within range of that, because of course not. Why would you be? What if we do that? Still not. Still not within range. Absolutely stupid. That's within range, that's within range. I mean, it really does matter, actually. The efficiency thing of just having a direct delivery really does seem like it's very important. So it's important to get it right. Now... Okay, that one also. Okay. It's a mess, but Can we now get this thing in here where it covers all the buildings? I don't know if it's got to be complete or partial, because that is partially out. Partially out of the frame. And what on earth? So I'm curious why it's only affecting these. Are you just SOL on the... Provides safety to laborers. Reduces chance of a fire break. So then... Provides safety to manufacturers, to technicians. Oh. Okay. Makes it possible to put active fires out, primarily desired by laborers. Okay, so it just fulfills a need here. There is actually a thing in the beginning tooltips when you load the game. It does say that fire stations do not prevent fires. They just make them less likely, or they help fight them. So actually, I didn't need to do any of this at all, apparently, but it's fine. Whatever. We'll keep industry out here so I can expand and develop. And I guess I'll just put this over here then. Actually, you know what? That'll be okay. Because then we can maybe take, like, that only affects down here, so now we can actually move that down here. And how about that? But the water. Tell you what, let's not do that. Let's move you back. Figure something out with this. Because now we need to deal with the water. We've got the water pumps. We now need to apply a water tower, because I'm going to start putting down other industry for cotton. Okay, that would actually be close enough if I put it back here, and then I might be able to fit the industry in there. So we got that. Weaver. 40 and 50, so I'm only going to have room for one right now. How big is this thing? Right. Well, I mean, I guess just have it take from there. I really, 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 really think that it is actually far more important to be getting direct deliveries. Like, that just seems like such an important thing. It speeds things up so much. So we'll try that out for now. It's just so much more efficient to have direct delivery. So we can do something like that. What's your deal? No water. Why no water? Building's not working properly. Why? More workforce. Ah, damn it. That one's not being covered by that. Okay. Gonna fit. Frick. Still doesn't cover it. Well, it really ought to be up in this neighborhood anyway, since it apparently only affects them. Whoa, don't do that. Since it only affects them anyhow. I guess I am being foolish. I mean, the radius... I would assume they would still go fight fires even if it's not in the radius. I guess we'll find out when these inevitably catch fire. Okay. Well, God, this is a mess now. Okay, we're back. We're back in our... It'll go here for now. Back in our plywood. Now we're out of power again. There's got to be a better way to produce power. Coal plant, okay, well. Not in the cards right now. Why does this have such a range, but then, like, everybody else has to be right next door to the building to get a direct deposit from its production? It doesn't make any damn sense to me. I guess I could move these over here then and make that more compact. Will that even go? No. Would, if I move some things there. Would not fit there even. Ah, I hate how things don't fit in this game. Bothers the hell out of me. Okay, are we on board now? I guess we can go check these guys. You are making plus fruits and veggies and bread, but only barely. We can't afford much more of that. Newspapers, 6. We are only producing +1 clothing, but it is nonetheless being dealt with. So I guess we could produce more with an upgrade, I would assume. Development, level 6, level 5, rather. Damn, not what I wanted. Manufacturing, level 4. Okay, we're far away from that. Alright, well, we have that down. We got a bunch of people. Let's put them to use. Let's start making the handguns. So I guess first things first, we work on the steel. Oh, you know what? Before we go using those people, let's make sure we have got all the freebies we can get. That'll let this run for a bit. What I'm afraid of here, let's take a look while we're waiting on that. Zinc mine, copper mine, iron mine. Okay, so iron takes 10 people. Coal takes 30, so that's 40 people. It's 2 more houses. My production chains are not enough at this point. And that's just that. That's not even coming into then the munitions factory, the weapons factory, military factory, to make handguns. From the lumber and the steel, which is another 50 people. We don't have enough. I'm going to have to build a whole new cycle so that they can get their damned vegetables and bread. Newspapers might be okay, but with only +1 clothes, that's not going to do it. What are you producing right now? It's using a whopping 10. So it's using half of that to make 20, and then this is only utilizing 3. Which is insane. How is it so inefficient? Running cost, lost stock limit, yeah. So we would seriously just have to build another one. Because. Just because. And then I'm going to need more electricity if I want to build yet another one, because, you know, that's how that works. We upgrade your... Yes, we can. You know what? It's worth it. Bam. Extra truck. Because even though it is doing a direct delivery, I'm noticing that the trucks are going to the location first. They seem to be anyway. Maybe not. Maybe I was looking at something wrong. Well, anyway. So yeah, this has not lowered... This has not lowered fire risk. But it's just making them feel safer. Oh my god, that just jumped 20... That just jumped 4 freaking % while I was looking at it. Why on earth is that? And then it... Whatever. Let it happen. Just let it happen. Okay, let's keep salvaging. I am running low on the people. Just get more goodies, because this is seriously the only way I'm actually getting goodies right now. That is a scrap heap of... Oh. It's red because I don't have enough people. What is your problem? Not enough resources. I beg your pardon? It's taking... Because you're out of the way. Because I moved you. Because it was actually optimized the way it was. Damn it. Alright, so now we do have to move you. Does that put you? Of course it doesn't. Why would it? You're just right goddamn next door, but of course that's not close enough. How's that? And then can we maybe move you here? Is that still going to be good enough for you? That good? It doesn't damned fit. Alright. So now that's getting the cellulose, which is getting the wood, going straight to the newspapers. Okay. Better. Mildly. This is still annoying as hell. I suppose what I could do is I could fix the road by shoving these over one, and then it would be forced to fit there. You'd only get... well, you would get two. Such a waste. Let go! Is that the only one that's using the water right now? I think so. It might be better, though. It feels a little stretched. Alright, and then just to cover that nonsense up, we'll put in trees. I said we'll put in trees. There. Horrible. Horribly inefficient. Especially when you need the space. You know, when you have to be so damn close to make this work, empty spaces that are wasted and that you just put decorations in, that's inexcusable. I absolutely hate that. Okay, so if this is indeed north, the moon is going west to east. I don't even know, man. I don't even know how this stuff is supposed to be represented. Okay, are we good now? I think maybe I've got enough materials going on here. 6 and 6. So yes, we will need a little bit more bread and goods, and building is not working properly. Oh, it's a depot. Good. We will move you. We had a repair instead of a salvage for once. We'll put you right here, because I'm going to need that coming up. You are way the hell out here. If I just grab... Okay, could you not? And what we can do is we can come in here and we can just say, hey, there, and just... because this game is murder. If you've got OCD or any kind of hang up on things fitting together. Okay, where are we at? Right. Let's nope. I guess the first thing I could actually do is just do a mine. It takes 10 people, but we could at least get some of the materials started. Which I guess fits here just fine. That road. Anticipate that one in the future. Okay. So at least we'll have that. This also took some people, right? 8 people? Yeah. I wish you could adjust that, because I don't believe we're going to need 8 people or 4 trucks to handle these 2. It feels like it should be adjustable. So I suppose one thing I could do is set up the manufacturing around here. You know, we'll still need coal to be teleported across the map, but that's one way of dealing with it, I suppose. Let's get more people. At least one more house. Have we... Actually, now that I look at it, let's go back. I've unlocked the high-rise now. Good. Still doesn't fit, because, you know, why the fuck would it? Why would anything fit in this? But that would actually be better. It provides 80 laborers compared to 30. Then, okay, yeah. So actually, if I put it like here, what does it require? Brick. Okay, we got plenty of the plywood, though. Let's do that, and then I will tuck these over here. Now we should have plenty of laborers, but +1, +0, so we'll need bread. That's okay. Really, all we need is another bakery, though, right? Because we're still producing 8, and we only need 10, so all we need is just another bakery. That's good. Requiring 30 laborers. Fine, whatever. This is pointless now. What I think I'd originally intended to do is remove that road. Because it's a little redundant, but whatever. The city's going to look like crap, and we'll just have to accept it. Okay, so bread should now be on the rise by a lot. Vegetables need another... Well, do they? Or can we just produce? No, we can't produce more because that requires Agriculture 3. And, you know, why the hell would we have made Agriculture 3 yet? Okay, we're close, actually. You know what, let's just do that because that's going to be cheaper. It takes fewer people, which is a big deal. I'll just wait till that goes. I wonder... Does that mean plus 28 per day cycle? Guess we'll find out. Again, it feels like I'm playing very slow. Like I shouldn't be waiting this long. Money's not an issue, so even though we're making a lot more bread now than we absolutely need... Ah, is that my thing? Agriculture? Yes, good. Okay, now, go in here, add the little doodly-doo, and increase production. How are you doing now? +1, good enough. Good enough for now. That's a temporary solution, very temporary. How about the rest of you? Still making newspapers and clothes. Good. And now we have the 80 people that we need. How's this going? Okay, producing the 10 iron. Now we need to go down and let's utilize all these people first. Actually, let's just clean up the damn map. Get me all the goods that I need. That'll help out a lot. And then I won't have to worry about it in future. Because, you know, we will potentially... Thought I said salvage that. We will potentially run into a thing as I develop where it's just harder and harder to put people in and maintain a large labor force that we can do this with. And I feel like, I mean, especially when you get things like what appear to be munitions that we're picking up early, that seems real nice. We're getting fruits. But yeah, having 80 people that I can just send out to go get me freebies seems like a really good strategy early on. Not that we're early on anymore. Plus, who knows, maybe one of these will turn into something repairable. We'll get another free building. Like this one, a new house. Damn it. I don't need more houses, thank you. It's interesting though, like, maybe I'm just not paying attention enough, but these all say salvage. Whereas in the tutorial, it specifically shows repairing buildings. These are taking quite some time. Back up to 81 people. Ah, now that's a repair. Okay. So I must not have been paying attention to that when I clicked it. It actually does say. So that looks like another house. Great. I mean, I could just, delete the thing. That might actually be a smarter choice. I don't know what I get for doing that, though. If I get anything, a refund of some plywood for free? Alright, I don't want to deal with the extra people and the resources that they take. Just putting down that extra house may have already... Yeah, it took away my advantage on the vegetables already. So I could do another upgrade. Then push it again. Or I could just build one. I mean, I want to see how much we're going to take. So right now, let's just do the farm. Farm upgrade. Oh shit, we got a lot of stuff now. What the hell? Oh, okay, so this one is a repair. We don't need to repair it right away, but that's... Is that a vegetable farm? That might solve my... Well, it wouldn't solve my problem. Like, at this point, paying for the building is not the problem. It's using the labor force. And I guess 100 is quite a bit, but I want to see how much this whole munitions thing... Okay, that's a repairable one, too. This munitions thing is going to cost me here in people to set up. Okay, we're good to go there. Because now we have to build another depot, which is going to require a long road and bridge. Long road and bridge network. Okay. One thing that I'm not doing is upgrading roads to gravel. I guess I could be doing that. I think my efficiency is pretty good, though. But I guess that's one way, if I had to deal with, the trucks moving around. It's one way I could handle that, make it faster. So this is going to require 27 plywood to make that bridge. You know what? Do it. Let's just do it. How come those little things haven't shown up on my map? Okay, we'll do like that. Right there. Let go. Depot. Bam. Okay. Let's get coal. That's not coal. That is coal. Get that a little bit closer if I can. So that actually just has to touch. Interesting. I wonder if you can split the mines. Like if I could put two mines on a single deposit just because it touches it. I imagine that would deplete much faster, but like it's green, so this is utilizing it. And it also is closer. And I'm not sure what happened there. I hope it's running just fine. Find out. Okay, so we've got the coal. We've got that. let's continue to use my workforce to a little more salvaging. Pay attention to... See, there's another house right there. And my workforce was going down a bit. But I think I've cleared out everywhere else. Was there with that one down here? Oh, there was a few more. A few more sneaky sneaks. They're not looking yellow on my map, so they're kind of hard to see. Is there a few more over here? I guess when these things cluster together, the white layer of the resources must be over top of the yellows. Because see, there's a whole thing in here that I'm not even able to see. That's a repairable. Okay. Alright, I think I've got everything I can salvage being salvaged now, so that's good. Okay. So we got that going. Coal appears to be producing. Base 10. Out of what I'm assuming is an entire deposit of 5.5 thousand. This is 7.9. Maybe? Are they all the same? No, they do differ. So that's a considerable difference, though. If that's 5.4 to 7. Alright, well, anyway. So we got that. Let's make a steel. That is not it. Refinery. No. Why would it be under refinery, dum-dum? Smelter. There you go. And we'll just... put that right next door, because why not? Electricity. Yep. I thought so. Okay, well, that's okay. We can do that, and then we can just put our utilities. We can put a windmill and a substation. Actually, we probably didn't need to do the windmill because we already had the power, but whatever, it's cheap. Okay, so we're making steel now. And then... go to our, that's not it. Factory, there you go. Lumber and steel. We are making lumber. Only one of these is making lumber. This guy. We're making plus 20 lumber. So, now we make a factory. And what's the requirement on that one? Only 5 power? Okay. Well, you know what? That does fit. It would fit anywhere, but just make do. Give you a bizarre little road like that. You'll be fine. Insufficient workforce. Okay. Pause. Well, now we need the people. Now we need all those little houses that I left out here. That is... what is that? Damaged depot. Oh. Well, Shazbot. I could have used that. I could have used a freebie. Oh well. No. 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 I know I left a house somewhere. There. That's still not the 50 that it's the wrong do anyway. It's the wrong deal anyway, because now those are manufacturers. Those are not. Ah, shit. Because now they're going to come with a whole slew of demands. Alright. Oh, where are we going to put these guys? Guess we can start a block down here. They seem to need the water, so at least putting them over here. How far from the water can they go? They can go quite a ways from the water. Alright, we'll build their little enclave over here, I guess. Fun. It doesn't fit anywhere else that I've made this stuff. Provides how many? 30, so we need 2. Alright. Now, what do you need? You need fish. Okay, we're out of vegetables again. Damn it. Okay, let's go fix this vegetable farm. This is a pain in the ass. This is a real pain in the ass. Like, I get it. We're now into a manufacturing tier, and therefore you need the manufacturing level, but, like, I barely just got my hands around the laborers. Like, what now? Oh, we paused. So if I'm going to do fish, let's get that depot, because I'll probably need the depot. I don't know, there's elements of a lot of different games. Obviously, the tier level comes from Anno, but it feels like Anno was more... I don't want to say elegant. That was the first word I was thinking of, but simple. It was simple. Like the process of getting to your next level of goods, I did not feel was so cumbersome. This feels very complicated. Are we going fast enough? I mean, goddamn, can we add maybe another tier of go fast to this? What is that? Oh, I probably have a thing. Yes, I can now upgrade my social pillar. There we go. Social pillar. Which I guess is this. There's no tooltips for what these are, but the tutorial taught me it's this. So, union, +1 production of laborer needs. That would help. And immigration interests, only for laborers. Or pacifism, +1 production of Tier 1 resources and +10 development points would perhaps help. +10 nation-state development points, or... Now, actually, yeah, that is a different icon. So +10 development points for whatever that is, that tiny-ass little... What is that? Agriculture, probably? And then the other one looks like transport. That freaking tiny little icon, I'm gonna guess is agriculture points. Or +10 for that. Well, I mean, I got a lot of people, and the union needs being taken care of would be good, because some of those basic needs also go towards the other tiers. Political alignment is towards anarchy? Is that what that means? I don't know. Like, if that's true, if more people are towards anarchy, then doing this is going to be bad. And then 5 immigration interest of laborers. We don't need more laborers at the moment. Tier 1 resources. What does that mean? Just like the first raw goods of every production cycle? That is definitely the roads. That's definitely transport. We don't need... There's absolutely no way I'm going to make it to the military aspect of this anytime soon. Okay, well, let's go see what +10 development points adds in agriculture. Well, like nothing now. Actually, I mean, goddamn, it's such a significant level. 10 is a drop in the bucket. That means nothing. So I guess overall, I would say that Tier 1 resources, just adding an extra one of what I assume is every basic raw good, is probably fine. Although this, like, needs, production of needs, well, so that means +1 vegetable, +1 bread. But that's actually more valuable because those are like tier 3. It takes 3 levels to produce, well, not vegetables, but bread takes 3 levels to produce this. And the fact that this is also used in army rations, I assume after we work on this, it's going to be like, okay, you've armed your guys, get a small contingent going, and again, I don't even know that we're going to hit that. So I don't know, I don't even know what's good. I don't know what's good. I guess we can always change this. Let's just go pacifism for now. It changes my city center a little bit. Okay. But yeah, and so it did increase the vegetables, but as soon as I let that thing go, we should be close to another vegetable farm. This better be a vegetable farm. Are we... Come on. Come on. It's a cotton field. Okay, well, I mean, I guess maybe had I looked a little closer, I would have been able to tell based upon that. We're just going to get rid of that. I need to build a vegetable field whether I like it or not. Where the hell is it? Farm, agriculture. Just slap that on there. Call it good. Okay, so the basic needs of those guys should be completely taken care of and handled. We don't need to worry about them. It's you. It's you. Now, we could just not give a crap. That increases chance of rioting, I believe, if we don't make them happy. I don't know what the threshold is for that. Yeah, I have no idea. But let's just focus on getting them into the factory jobs. So what are we producing here? Food rations. I'm a dumbass. I need to be producing handguns. On a 3-to-1 ratio, huh? Well, we got plenty of each, it looks like. Oh, well, it just hasn't had those delivered yet. Okay. Okay, sure. This bothers me too. The fact that you can only choose one good for these things to produce, like 50 people, and you can't split them between, like, I want to have, you know, a 3-to-1 ratio of producing rations to guns to whatever, like, because what it ultimately means is that you just need to have one factory for each good, and it's just, that's really a cumbersome system. Okay, we got handguns being produced now. I guess we can just let it run to see how long that's going to take, and then maybe, I mean, we got to go munitions next, so we have to prepare for that. Munitions factory is going to require cellulose and brass. Brass, we determined, was zinc and copper? Yeah, see, so now I need another smelter just for that. Because the copper was down here. So I guess I do need that depot. Because now it's going to have to be down here. Where'd it go? I mean, I may as well put it over here. Buildings on fire. Are you within? It does look like it's within radius. There's my firefighter. 67%. That's coming up next. How'd that house turn out? Went down to 8%. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to handle that. Is this gonna fix itself now? It looks damaged, so how do I... Does it just regenerate? I guess we'll find out. I'm not seeing any movement. Be nice if hovering over this gave you an HP marker. Tooltip. So you could see what it's doing. Whatever. Alright. I needed to draw a road to connect this up. Hey. Wow. Got that one real lucky there, huh? Okay. Well, we know we're going to need this. I may as well just put this down now. Copper mine. Well, hold on. Okay, 7.5, 7.5. Okay, I'm going to put it down partial again, and I'm going to see what that does. Like if we line it up there, let's say. And now you are producing 7.5. Okay, so I guess I just got bad luck, and I wasn't paying attention, and I picked the small one. But it does seem like you can indeed partially land on that. Now let me check real quick. Let's just grab another copper mine. Does not. It's not what I wanted. No. So you can't double up on it. Okay. Okay, well that's only copper. Where was zinc again? That's quartz. That's galena. That's galena. It's limestone. I don't remember where zinc is. I think there was some... That's limestone. Gold. Gravel. Brick. Well, clay. Crude oil. For crying out loud. Okay, you know what? I'm going to end this one here. I'm going to... find the frickin'... There really needs to be a filter for this mini-map. Just so I can pick it out, because it is ridiculous. Whatever. Okay. I'm going to end this here. I'm going to find what the hell I need. We're just going to try, and at the very least, rush. I guess is my goal. I've made my handguns. Do I need that many handguns? Should I make a market at this point so I can just start selling the stuff? Because that seems like something that I should do. Actually, it kind of feels like that's... I mean, it's not like we're hurting for money, but I feel like we're going to have way too many... Way too many goods. I mean, way too many... Of some goods here, like cloth. I could definitely sell excess there. Iron... Is there a way? Let me go look in the map real quick. Could we say... No, damn you. Come here. Patagonia. I don't know how to send... Damn it, damn it, damn it all. Fuck. Persian Lion. The EAF. Eastern Commonwealth. Republic of Mexico. That's probably my nearest... person that I cannot talk to because we haven't met them yet? I don't know. I was hoping maybe I could utilize a trade deal or something. Yeah, so we're paused here. The sun is still moving. The day-night cycle is still... It's not connected to time. Fun. This game's just a hassle. It's just a hassle to play. And I don't know if part of that's just because it's a new game and I'm unfamiliar with the very convoluted tech trees and all this stuff, and once I get more used to it, it'll feel better, but just, it's not a joy to play. It's really not. But anyway, we will attempt to finish this next time and hope that at least we can make it out of hand-holding tutorial mode. I don't know when this thing ends. I assume it's just there to kind of guide you through your first steps. But, man, this is a pain in my ass. Anyway, I'll end this one here. I'll see you next time.